What was the story tonight?
Ours.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things only adults notice in the Spy Kids franchise.
Luke, you're spending too much time on this program when you should be more concerned with our grand diabolical plan.
Syndication?
For this list, we'll be looking at details from the original 3 Spy Kids movies that you likely didn't catch during your youth. Did we miss any moments you noticed? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Shiitake mushrooms. As a kid, this line is one of the greatest parts of the first film. As an adult, it's still pretty funny.
I think now would be a good time to see a demonstration of those wonderfully demonic children of yours.
When Carmen and Junie have to go find their parents, they end up in Floop's castle. In their hunt, they wind up in a hallway with a broken floor, and Carmen delivers her iconic line for the first time.
Oh, shiitake mushrooms.
It was such a beloved line that the creators put it in the second movie as well. We are definitely happy they kept the little wordplay in the story.
I don't want to hurt you, Carmen.
You're so full of shiitake mushrooms.
Sometimes the best way to get away with saying a 4-letter word is to add a few extra letters. Number 9. Carla Gugino's age.
Once upon a time, there was a man and a woman.
And they were both spies.
Yes.
In the first movie, the ex-spy parents are said to have been out of the spy game for 9 years already, and they got out for their family.
You're always looking to go on another mission, but we have children now. We can't both leave.
I want to go on an adventure. I want to save the world.
Again, honey, it's old.
Well, at the time of filming, Carla Gugino, who played the mom Ingrid, was only 28. So, if her real age was the same as Ingrid's, that would mean she was only 19 when she quit being a spy.
And it made her realize how years of working with detached emotion had taken its toll.
Then again, we guess the company they work for has shown that they're not opposed to hiring children. So maybe Ingrid herself was a spy kid, too. Number 8. Fagin Floop is reminiscent of Willy Wonka.
Mr. Lisp, I think you'll enjoy this. Through that door, an awesome power will emerge.
To a kid, Floop is super memorable as that weirdo guy who had thumbs as bodyguards. When rewatching the movies through adult eyes, the eccentric character's resemblance to Willy Wonka is remarkable.
Thank you for joining us.
To start, they both dress in very loud patterns and velvet jackets. But the similarities go beyond just aesthetics. They both also have really peculiar personalities. Director Robert Rodriguez even said in an interview that he wanted Floop to come off as imaginative and childlike, much like Willy Wonka does in his movie. After seeing more of the character, we definitely think Rodriguez succeeded.
That is brilliant, Minion.
Thank you.
Number 7. Alan Cumming is a star. Honestly, the first movie is just quality content. Everyone fits into their roles so nicely to provide a wonderfully weird story. But Alan Cumming really outshines everyone and steals the show.
You watch my show.
More than you know.
To a whole generation, the actor is known as Fagin Floop. Cumming embodies his character so well and brings life to the whole film.
If you follow me, you can all be free, free, you can all be free. There's a bird on a big TV. If you dream, if you dream, if you dream.
We mean, did you know he's Scottish? Because of his spot-on accent in the film, we did not. It might have been the character's loud costumes that caught our attention, but we really think it was the spot-on acting.
What? When, where, and why do I delight in? What do I intend to find this time?
Number 6. Puns in the names. In addition to directing, Rodriguez wrote the movies. So, when it came to naming the characters, he was not afraid to have some fun.
Minion? I assure you it's Mr. Minion now.
He named a lot of the characters after members of his own family. Carmen, for example, gets her name from Rodriguez's sister, Marie Carmen. He also based some of the other characters' names on puns.
The devil are these, fingermen?
Oh, they're called thumb-thumbs. Very capable robots.
All thumbs. Useless.
The most notable in the first film are Minion and Mr. Lisp. When Minion ironically becomes the main villain, and when Mr. Lisp's name is pronounced with a lisp, adult audiences get an easy laugh.
Have a seat, Mr. Lisp. You'll be more comfortable.
It's Lisp.
Number 5. Hold on to your joysticks, boys. When Junie shows up in the virtual reality gaming world, the other players exclaim as if they had been looking for the boy.
Hold on to your joysticks, boys.
I think we got him.
Does this innuendo really need to be explained? Definitely not to the adult audiences. The third film in the franchise was centered around a virtual reality video game. So, naturally, the filmmakers had to throw in a joystick joke for the older viewers.
It's not about the right thing, it's about the smart thing.
But they definitely didn't forget their target audience. The entire movie is any video game playing kid's dream. We know we would have loved to participate in the game.
Let's go whip this unwinnable level and show it who's boss.
Number 4. Movie references. Director Robert Rodriguez is known for a lot of prominent films, including Shark Boy and Lava Girl, Machete, and From Dusk Till Dawn.
Low profile. You understand the meaning of the word low profile?
Being such a cinephile, he decided to reference a few other great films in this franchise. In Spy Kids 2, Rodriguez was even able to get the Chachapoyan fertility idol from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
This must have been where the pirate prisoners and treasure were kept.
In an interview, he said that he didn't even get permission to use the prop. He's just friends with George Lucas and knew it would be okay. What a bold move. Interestingly, the Spy Kids and the Lord of the Rings trilogies both came out between 2001 and 2003, so it only made sense for Rodriguez to reference Peter Jackson's films.
This must have been a pretty special necklace for them to die fighting over it. One necklace to rule them all. Put it back, Junie. I didn't take it yet.
Number 3. Propaganda in children's programming. There's an underlying theme of propaganda in the film that's definitely not noticeable to a child's eye.
Junie, why do you watch that show?
Because it's cool. Why?
Because that's all you ever do. Plays video games and watch the tapes.
The most prominent example happens in Fagin Floop's music video in the middle of the first film. The character and the show he creates are supposed to be happy and child-friendly, but it ends up coming off super creepy. It only gets creepier when you listen to the lyrics that seem to be selling kids on finding their joy specifically in Floop's show.
But there's a way you can make your day. You can laugh, you can smile, you can come and stay a while. You can dream my dream, you can have it all with me.
The creepiest part is the similarities this scene has to the power of media over people in the real world. The song definitely gave us the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, I can feel it, but I can't think straight enough to figure it out.
Number 2. Steve Buscemi's famous line.
Do you think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created?
Who doesn't remember the viral post-Tumblr posts with these words and the absolute chaos that broke out online when people found out that it was a line read by Steve Buscemi in one of the Spy Kids movies? We certainly remember, and honestly are not surprised people freaked out.
My experiments run amok.
This thought-provoking line sounds like something straight out of a philosophy or poetry book. In reality, Steve Buscemi is just talking about the Jurassic Park-level disaster he's created for himself. That knowledge truly makes the line so much better.
Stop looking at me like that. I'm no loon.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Do what I showed you last night.
Any last words?
None that I can say in front of my children.
Not to mention your mother.
Sure, that's what you showed him last night. During a fight between fathers, 2 spy families stand aside to cheer their fighter on.
Kick his butt!
Yeah, kick his butt, yeah. Not like
But on the Cortez side, Ingrid seems to forget that she's standing with her children and parents because she starts giving advice that can really only be twisted one way.
Do what I showed you last night! Suplex!
Thankfully, she quickly recovers and gives some real fighting advice. Judging by how excited Ingrid was to get back in the spy business in the first film, maybe the Cortezes really do spend their evenings showing each other fighting moves. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.